Okay guys, if you'd like to get your brick, we're going to start off like we have been doing recently, opening up our shoulders. So brick, up until now we've done it on the low setting. If you want to, try, do it on the medium setting, see how it is. If that's no good, go back to the flat one. And you might need a second brick or block or book just to rest your head on. So the brick's just going down the centre of your back at the top, between your shoulder blades. Bringing your tailbone down towards your ankles. If you've got any sort of twinges in your back, then just bend your knees, put your feet wherever sort of gives you some relief. And just really, really relax into this brick. Just checking that you're not subconsciously holding yourself. So we're going to stay here for a few minutes. Okay, so if you just want to carefully bring yourself out of this position, really slowly, you might find it easiest just to roll off the brick. And now we're going to do our lower back. So again, taking your brick, coming down onto your back. Okay, so planting your feet on the floor, hip width apart, close to your bum. Just push, rolling up, push up through your feet, and rolling carefully back down. Inhaling up, and back down. Inhaling, rolling up. And back down. And this time we're going to stay. And I want you to place the block under your sacrum. Okay, now it doesn't matter what height, it can be the lowest, the medium, or the higher one. So pushing up through your feet, just bringing the block underneath your sacrum. I'm putting it on the medium height initially. I'm going to stay here for a few minutes, then I'm going to put it on the high height. I'm straightening my legs. I'm just letting everything relax down into the brick. So this time the brick's going across your body. Just remember, no pinching in any joints. If there is, then you need to modify. You might need to bend your knees, lower the brick. Now to stay here, or if you want to take your brick a bit higher, and coming up onto your toes, placing that brick under your sacrum, and relaxing down. Shoulders are rolled underneath you, palms facing up. We'll just stay here for a couple more minutes. Okay, so coming back up onto your feet, just lower the block one notch. So if you're on high, medium, if you're on medium, go on to low. Just bringing your sacrum back down onto that. If you're on low, just stay where you are. Just take a moment to relax again. And coming up again, if you're not on the lowest, if you are on the lowest, stay where you are, lifting up and placing your sacrum back down with the brick on the lower setting. And then one more time, coming up, removing the block and rolling down onto the mat. Bringing your knees into your chest, one hand on each knee, and just making little circles. Massage of your lower back on the mat. Okay, rolling onto your side and bring yourself up to stand. Okay, feet hip width distance apart. Spreading your toes. And breathing in, bringing your arms up. Arms facing each other. And then just gently, slowly coming up onto your toes and stretching up. Giving yourself a full body stretch. And then see if you can stay on your toes and really slowly bending forward, keeping you looking up. Keep bending forwards. Keep bending forwards. Don't fall over, Marion. Keep bending forwards. And coming down, relaxing your feet. Bending your knees, grabbing your elbows, and just letting your head and your arms completely relax. The belly on your thighs. And then swapping the crossing of your elbows. And then dropping your hands to the floor, fingertips. Just heel toe your feet out into a sort of medium stance. Looking up and fold. And then moving your pelvis from side to side. So you're stretching the inside of one leg and then the other. Toes are pointing slightly inwards so that your feet are parallel, outside edges of your feet are parallel with the outside edges of your mat. And slowly pulsing from side to side. And then rolling back up and bring yourself to stand at the front of your mat. Inhaling, arms up, and exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway rise, stretching your back, and exhale, fold. And then inhaling with nice soft knees, rolling up, fingertips to the ceiling, and release. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale to mountain. Inhaling up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain. And then inhaling your left arm up. Right arm down the outside of your right leg. And just come into a little side bend. Looking up underneath your arm so that you're not collapsing your chest. And then inhaling up. And exhale to the left. Pulling your fingertips to the wall. Inhaling up. Exhale to the right. Inhaling up. And exhale to the left. Inhaling up. And exhale to mountain. Inhaling up your arms. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plant your hands and step or jump back into a plank. Take a breath, check your alignment. And as you exhale, knees, chest, chin. Sliding your legs back and inhaling to a little cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. And just take a few breaths here, moving around however feels good. And then inhaling up onto your toes, bringing your weight, your shoulders over your wrists, and then stepping forward to the front of the mat, feet hip width apart into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. And inhaling all the way up, and exhale to mountain. Inhale up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, planting your hands and step or jump back into plank. Take a breath. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, little cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. I'll take a few more breaths here. Letting your chest sink. And then on your next exhale, big step with your left foot to the front of the mat, bringing your right foot to meet it into a forward fold. Inhale, going all the way up, and exhale to mountain. Inhale up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping or jumping back into plank through a knees, chest, chin. Little cobra, and downward facing dog. A few breaths. And stepping to the front of the mat, right foot first, big step into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way up. And exhale to mountain. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plant your hands. And stepping back or jumping back into a plank. Exhaling, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog.
And on your next exhale, just stepping forward to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way up, and exhale to mountain. And we'll just take a breath here, checking your alignment. Just reset. Tailbone nice and dropping down, shoulders back, shoulder blades down your back, palms facing forward. Your thighs, your legs engaged, your thighs coming up towards your groins. Your core, all of your core engaged, standing really tall. Inhaling your arms up and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold, planting your hands into plank, through a vinyasa, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhaling onto your toes, bringing your shoulders over your wrists, really pushing up, doming your back, and stepping forward to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way up, and exhale to mountain. Okay, so taking another wide leg stance, a bit wider this time. Hands onto your lower back. Elbows coming back, bringing them towards each other. And as you look up, folding forward, fold, fold, fold. And when you're ready, just release. Make sure that your neck is nice and loose. And then walking your hands towards the right, spinning your back foot and bringing your right foot behind your left hand and into a pigeon. Okay, so that back leg shooting back, sitting up and folding down over that leg and relaxing just for a few minutes. And walking your hands back up, coming back up and walking back round to the front, to the side with your legs splayed and back into that forward fold. Relax your neck. And then walking your hands to the left, and taking your left leg in front, your right leg behind, into pigeon on the other side. To a nice long spine, and then relaxing forward over your leg. And walking back up with your hands and coming up into a downward facing dog. Your next exhale, stepping to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way up, and exhale to mountain. So this time, inhaling, arms forward and sit in your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, plant your hands, stepping back into plank. So Vinyasa. And into downward facing dog. Inhaling your right leg up. And as you exhale, bring it to the front of the mat and drop your back knee down into a low lunge. Popping your hands on your knee or your thigh. We'll just spend a few moments here just relaxing down, stretching the front of that left hip. On your next exhale, planting your hands and back into a downward facing dog. We can move forward into plank through a vinyasa. And again, back to downward facing dog for a couple of breaths. And on your next exhale, bringing your feet to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Halfway rise, stretching your spine forward. And exhale, fold. Inhaling your arms forward, sitting in your chair. And exhale to mountain. Inhaling chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plant your hands back into plank through a vinyasa, and we'll meet in down dog for the other side. Then inhaling your left leg up. Exhale, bring that to the front of the mat and dropping your back knee to the floor, coming into a low lunge on the other side. So just really relaxing your hips down, stretching the front of that right thigh, that right hip, psoas muscle. And on your next exhale, just dropping your hands on the floor and coming back into your downward facing dog. Exhaling as you're rolling forward and coming into plank. Take a breath. And exhale, knees, chest, chin. Little cobra and downward facing dog for a few breaths. Next exhale, stepping to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold. Inhaling into a chair. And exhale, mountain. Inhaling chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into plank through a vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin as you exhale. Inhale to a little cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. So inhaling your right leg up, and this time opening up your hip and just let your foot dangle down behind you. Your pelvis is facing to the right. And then bringing it square, exhaling it forward to the front of the mat. Then again, dropping that back knee and coming into your low lunge. This time we're just going to do a half splits, low lunge flow, just going from one to the other in our own time. So straightening that front leg and peeling the foot off the mat as you're exhaling forward. Inhaling back to low lunge. And exhale, half splits. Inhaling up. And exhale, down. Inhaling up. And exhale, down. Inhaling up. And exhale into your half splits. And this time we'll just stay here for a few moments. Just letting your body relax over that leg. And coming back up into your low lunge. And exhaling your hands down. This time we're not going to down dog, we'll go straight into plank. Through a vinyasa. And downward facing dog. Inhaling the left leg up this time. Then opening up your hips and letting your foot drop behind you. Just to open up your hips. And then bringing your hips straight again, your left foot to the front of the mat, dropping your back knee into your low lunge. And then as you exhale, straightening that front leg, peeling the foot off the floor so you're on your heel and fold over that leg. Inhaling low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. We'll just stay here for a few moments. Inhaling up to low lunge. Exhaling your hands down into plank. Through a vinyasa. And exhale to downward facing dog. And taking a few breaths. Exhaling your feet to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms forward, coming into your chair. And exhale to mountain. Inhaling chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, plant your hands and stepping back into plank through a vinyasa. Then in from downward facing dog, inhaling your right leg up. And exhaling it forward. Again, dropping your back knee and coming into a low lunge. Sitting up tall, letting your hips sink down. And then again, half Hanuman. And low lunge. Half Hanuman. Low lunge. Half Hanuman. Low lunge. Half Hanuman. Low lunge. This time, coming into half Hanuman and just staying for a few breaths. And then coming back up to your low lunge, exhaling your hands to the mat, stepping back into plank and through another vinyasa. And from downward facing dog, inhaling your left leg up, exhaling it forward to the front of the mat, dropping down your back knee into a low lunge on the other side. Just letting yourself sink down. And then straightening your front leg and leaning forward, fold over that leg into your half split. Inhaling, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. And then again into half splits this time, just staying for a few moments. Relaxing down over that leg. And where you feel this stretch will really depend on which of your muscles are tighter than the others. And then coming back up into your low lunge. Exhaling your hands down into plank through a vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog for a few breaths and a bit of a reset. Whew. And on your next exhale, step into the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhaling, halfway rise. And exhale, fold. Inhaling, coming into your chair. And exhale to mountain. Well done, guys. Okay, so we're just going to do for those of you who want to do a full splits, grab yourself a couple of bricks. Okay, and we're going to move this one up. Okay, so bricks on the floor, hands on the bricks, coming into a low lunge. Okay. And then just using the bricks to take weight. Just easing your right foot forward and coming down to wherever's comfy for you. Don't overdo it. And you can either stay upright like this, or you can fold forward with your front leg. And then pushing up through your hands, bringing yourself back up into a downward facing dog. And then taking the left leg forward and coming into a low lunge.
On the other side, sitting up tall, letting your hips sink. And then if you want to, just sliding your front leg forward, keeping your chest and your pelvis facing forward as much as you can. Either staying upright or folding forward over that left leg. And coming back up, setting your bricks to one side and into a downward facing dog, just walking those legs out. Okay, well done. So if you'd like to just grab your brick again, we're just going to find a wall, sofa, whatever, and we're just going to bring our legs up the wall, bum touching the wall, your back of your legs up the wall, and then popping your brick underneath your bottom, and then shuffling yourself back to the wall. And if you want to take it higher, or just relax here for a few minutes. Relax your jaw, your tongue. Okay, so just bringing your bum up, remove the block, sliding back down, and rolling onto your side, and bring yourself onto your mat on your back. Bring your knees up to your chest, arms out to the side, palms facing up. And just let your knees drop down towards your right armpit. Bring yourself into a nice twist. Relax your belly. And you're looking over towards your left hand. Bringing your knees back to centre and exhaling them down towards your left armpit and looking to the right. Twist the other way. And bringing your knees back to centre, dropping your feet to the floor, dropping your knees out, soles of your feet together.
Your arms up over your head, holding your elbows, if that's comfortable for your shoulders. If not, then just keep them to the side, palms facing up. And relax. If you've got your arms overhead, then swap the crossing of your elbows. And then releasing your arms, using your hands just to bring your knees back up together. And letting your heels slide down towards the corners of the mat. Letting your feet just rest and drop out. Legs are nice and relaxed. Releasing your belly. Feeling your back on the mat. Arms facing up. Relaxing your tongue, relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your face and your eyes. Just let your breath settle into its natural rhythm. And just gradually bring yourself back to the surface. Moving around a little bit. Give yourself a stretch. Gently rolling onto your right hand side, using your right arm as a pillow. Curling up. And then bringing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Namaste. Have a great day, everybody. And have a great weekend. And I'll see you all on Monday.